The title of my abstract is The Process of Engaging Lay Communities in Preventing COVID-19 Transmission, a Health Promotion Approach, and I am Nadika Rathnayake. Empowering communities is the key to defeat the community spread of COVID-19. Only raising awareness is not effective. For knowledge to be applied efficiently, people should be stimulated to make it as part of their daily lives. Thus, we thought of engaging lay communities into this process of preventing COVID-19 transmission using health promotion approach. The aim of the present abstract is to describe the steps of this process, and our long-term aim is to distribute this process throughout the country with the experience gained. In my next paper, I will discuss the lessons learned from this study. This was a community intervention conducted in three districts in Sri Lanka, namely Anuradhapura, Monaragala, and Trincomalee, over a period of 5 months. And this process was mainly led by a group of four trained lay community members called lead mothers. And these lead mothers were trained on health promotion approach from the Department of Health Promotion in Rajashri University, and they have developed a set of health promotion competencies. In this pandemic situation, it was very difficult for us to reach the communities physically in order to initiate a process. So we used telephone conversations and other online platforms to initiate a process with them, and that was a novel experience for the researchers as well. The steps of our process was, the first one was we created a series of imaginary stories to initiate the process with the lead mothers. Second step was lead mothers were guided and trained by the principal investigator. In the third step, lead mothers recruited other participants for the study and implemented actions with them. And academic researchers assessed how well the process developed with the lead mothers. And lead mothers were maintaining reflective diaries throughout the process, and telephone interviews were conducted at the end. In results, an imaginary story series with 7 episodes were developed, and these imaginary stories mainly discussed how to assess the apparent risk in household, how to prevent the transmission, and how to help the other people in this pandemic situation. And these stories describe the stories of three families with different socioeconomic status. Then, as per the key messages reflected in these stories, late mothers started to assess the level of risk in each household depending on the levels of the exposure using a tool called Corona Calendar. In the slide, you can see a Corona Calendar marked by children in Trincomalee. So mothers, in addition to that, used another tool called Wellbeing Calendar to measure the adherence to proper safety measures. And by using these tools, they could determine the apparent level of risk for their households, and they could identify the family members who are not following safety precautions properly. This process was started within families, and it was spread gradually to the neighborhoods and the communities. Lead mothers started this process with 4 to 5 families in their neighborhoods, and at the end of the 5 months, it was distributed to 9 in Trincomalee, 129 in Monaragala, and 500 in Anuradhapura. At the end of the 5 months, 129 Corona calendars had been marked in Mandragala, 21 in Anuradhapura, and 5 in Trincomalee. These outcomes were widely published in both printed and electronic media, and through that, we were able to spread this process to 4 other districts in Sri Lanka. Thus, in conclusion, through the health promotion approach, villages could actively engage in this process of preventing the transmission of COVID-19 in neighborhoods and communities. At the end, I would be grateful to all four lead mothers who are the co-authors of this study as well. Thank you very much.